What is up, YouTube? It's me, Andrew, DrewPwnage, bringing you another black and white waffle battle. Today I got one versus my good friend Gerard. His YouTube name is THEVROOM99, and me and him were on Skype, and he was like, yo dude, we have to battle, and I was like, sure, let's get it on. So I'm leading up with my sexy ass Arcanine. He's got a little bug type thing out there, and I'm like, okay, I know I can 2-hit KO with extreme speed because I am choice banded, and I'm pretty much here to fuck shit up. So he's got a focus sash like all those bug type things do, and all he does is set up one layer of spikes, so I'm cool with that, you know. And then he decides to death fodder his bug type and let me kill him off with another extreme speed. So it's already 6-5 and it's looking pretty damn good for me. Except he goes into Golurk. Now Golurk is another Pokemon that can get the move called No Guard, so he did want to go for Dynamic Punch, so I switch out into Latios, Leonardo, because Leonardo is just, you know, Leonardo is just a dog. So he goes for the Dynamic Punch, boom, on my Latios. It's not going to do very much, but it still does a chunk because Dynamic Punch is just so damn powerful. And he does get the Confusion Axe like all Dynamic Punch moves do. And he switches out and goes into let's just call it Gothic, okay? So he goes into that thing, and I went for Psychic, and that was a good play on his part. But I do get hit in Confusion, which is really fortunate, and I do snap out of it this turn, and I go for the Draco Meteor on the face. So boom, from the outer space. Meteor's falling down, hitting that bitch in the face, and that is going to do a huge load to the Gothic Pokemon. And I'm able to take it out with any other move I have as he sets up Light Screen. So Light Screen is kind of a bitch, but he really doesn't want to stay in there and lose that Pokemon just yet. He wants to keep it for death fodder. So he goes out into this little Steel Dark Pokemon, which is pretty cool. I like how they introduced it to the 5th Gen Pokemon. He does take the Draco Meteor very well because it's not very effective. So I have to switch out and save my Latios for later. So I go back into Arcanine as he goes for the Dark move, I believe. And I get hit by the spikes, and Intimidate is really going to help because he does set up the Swords Dance. And that means he's only at +1, and he really cannot take a Flare and Blitz from my Arcanine or a Close Combat, which is what I do go for. So boom, hot for you, bam, punch that little thing in the face. That is ×4 effective. There is no way that Bisharp is living the Close Combat. And he was like, oh shit, I forgot about Arcanine being able to learn Close Combat. And I was like, yeah, he stands up on his back feet and just punches the hell out of you. Paws at you. So he goes into Golurk, and I'm like, okay, I can't really do anything because he does wall my move again. Because fighting and normal types don't hit Golurk. So I go into Leonardo. He does predict that. Goes for the Shadow Punch. Bam, that is going to be a punch in the dick from Latios. Latios, not Latios. And Golurk does kill my blue Leonardo. So I go into Apocalypse. I'm thinking of what to do. I'm going to go for the Outrage because Dual Chop is really good. But I still want to go for the Outrage as he goes into Gothic. And that is going to kill it because he wanted to see what move I was going to lock myself into. But since I killed his Steel-type Pokemon, Outrage is going to do massive amounts of damage to whatever Pokemon he brings in. Except Confagrigus. He brings out the freaking mummy, the Phoenix Mummy from the tomb, and this is where shit doesn't look good. Outrage isn't even a 2-hit KO. I get the Mummy ability, and that does absolutely nothing. It just goes around the field. And he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which is just great. Just fucking great. So I get burned, and that makes my Haxorus pretty much useless. But it still has a nice attack, but not when it's battling Confagrigus, you see? So I go for the Outrage again, and it doesn't do that much at all. But it just so happens that he does not have the rest. So if he had the rest, that might have been a good game, man. You might have just beat me just now if you did have the rest. So I guess I just got lucky right there. So I was like, holy shit. And I was wanting his Confagrigus to just kill my Haxorus, but I do decide to switch out right here and go into my Arcanine again because my Arcanine can take the Will-O-Wisp, or it can take anything that the Haxorus has to throw at it. So I get Intimidate off, but that doesn't do anything because it's a special attacker as he goes for Calm Mind again. Now, right here, he was like, should I live a Flare Blitz or can I not? So I was like, no, you can't live a Flare Blitz. And I'm going to kill you right now because all those stat boosts were useless. So right here, I do go for the Flare Blitz. Boom, on the face, on the Confagrigus. And watch this shit. He lives the Flare Blitz, gets off the Mummy, and oh my god. Are you kidding me? Right there, he went for Will-O-Wisp because he forgot that Arcanine can't get affected by it. And if he would have just went... Oh my... I don't know what's up, man. But I just got really scared that I didn't kill that Mummy with a Flare Blitz. But that just tells you how defensive that thing is. That is a tank right there. And if you have rest on that, that is a good Pokemon. So he goes out into Golurk again, and I knew Golurk was coming because he's only got 2 Pokemon left. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz because it will do a huge chunk to Golurk being neutral damage. And Golurk, I know he doesn't run defensive E's in his Golurk. So that almost kills the Golurk in one hit. He is going to be able to take me out with the Earthquake, and I'm cool with that. So now I'm going to go back into Haxorus. Even though I'm burned, I still will be able to take it out with the 2 dual chops, you know, because I don't want to lock myself in an outrage just yet. So that's what I do. Go on Apocalypse. Boom, Haxorus. And I get hit by the spikes, get the Mold Breaker off. That way he can't use no guard anymore. And I dual chop him for the KO. Yeah, I got a crit right there, which is just like those. So his Golurk dies, and I believe his last Pokemon is a Ditto. And Ditto is going to transform into my Haxorus. Ditto! There's my Skype window. Okay, that happened like twice, I think. Because we hung up a call. Dual chop the Haxorus. And that is going to do a nice chunk, even though I'm burned. If I wasn't burned, that would probably killed me. I mean, killed him, not my Haxorus. He does go for dual chop, and one of them kills me, as you can see. So, now, I'm going to go into my Sand Slash instead of my other 2 Pokemon, because I wanted to end it with my Venom. My little bitty Venom. Sorry, I get hit by spikes, he goes for dual chop, and dual chop still does a huge amount of damage to Sand Slash with defensive bulk and HP. And I go for the Earthquake, and since I did invest a few attack EVs, it is enough to take out the Ditto, and bam! That is good game from 99, but I know you can still kick my ass at Call of Duty, man. So peace, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. I'm out. Bye.